Hello and welcome to 360 Vibes. It's your number one show for everything you need in the world of entertainment, movies, food, fashion, everything you need. We got you covered with all the latest tidbits. And as you know, I'm your host, Joy Uchejim, known as Joyoma on Instagram. And I'm not here alone. I've got my beautiful ladies with me in the studio. Look at them looking tush and posh.
Thank you.
Okay, the applause for me.
Welcome back to the show, guys. It's your girl, Fides J. You know, here on 360 Vibes, you're always here to give you guys nothing but the latest gist. Stay tuned, guys.
So, guys, welcome back. My girls already said everything that we are going to give you. My name is Victoria on Instagram, Victoria_extra. Today's edition promises to be exciting. So, like we would say, fasten your seatbelts and enjoy today's conversation. Stay with us.
All right, guys, so we'll go on a short break, and when we return, we'll have all the juicy details ready for you. So don't go anywhere. Welcome back, guys. So for this segment, we're starting with the movie industry, and Victoria Konde has all the details.
Okay.
What's up?
Okay, so it's that time of the year again. A particular time that I look forward to, because this is when some of our faves in the movie industry, in the Nollywood industry, get awarded for their expertise, for their talent, and it is no other than the African Movies Viewers' Choice Awards, AMVCA 2025, yo! And the nominations list is out, and some of your faves made the list, and I am very excited about this. So we'll just be giving you a rundown of the best lead actor nominations list. Right on this list, we have Gideon Okeke for his performance in Tokumbo, and then we have Buchi Franklin for his performance in The Weeknd. Then we have Femi Branch in House of Ga, and Tapelo Mokeana, I hope I got that correctly, for his performance in Skeleton Coast. Then we have Bimbo Manuel in Princess on a Hill. Then we have Stan Unze on Suspicion. Then Femi Adebayo in Seven Doors. And we have Adedimeji Lateef in Lisa B, The Uprising. So
That's tight. It's a very tight list.
Very tight, yeah. So that's for the best lead actor. And then for the best lead actress, we have Chioma Porter for her performance in Seven Doors. Like, Seven Doors got a lot of nominations, I must tell you. Then we have Bubemi Ejeye in Farmer's Bride. Then we have Uzo Amaka Onuoha in Agemo. Then we have Uche Montana in Thin Line. Then we have Uzo Amaka Anuoha in Phoenix Fury. Then we have Hilda Dokubo in The Uprising, White on Strike. And Bimbo Ademoye in Anikulapo, Rise of the Spectre.
Can you imagine?
Your faves have been nominated again. I'm super excited for Bimbo and Chioma Chukwuka.
Exactly.
I'm actually not surprised that they're nominated.
Sure. So, Faith, who are you rooting for in the males category and the
Let me just call
female?
their names, actually. My number one fan is Chioma Chukwuka. I'm super excited that she's there. You know, that movie, Seven Doors, she really nailed it. And one of the amazing things about Chioma is good in her space, right? And aside the fact that she's good in her work, she's a very simple person, right? If you look at her biography, you just see that all her tracks has been clean. They've never been a place where she has been called out for
no controversy like that.
Do you get? So,
no drama.
Yes, no drama. So Chioma is an amazing person, and then I love the fact that when she's on set, she always gives her best. Now, aside giving your best, but there's this unique thing about her, especially Seven Doors. Imagine Choma speaking, like she chewed the Yoruba. Oh my God, guys, that was awesome. So if you are an Igbo person, it's like you shouldn't be tagged as an Igbo person, especially when you're asked to do a particular thing. Like, let me give an example, like a movie, right? So you should nail the parts, even if they are going to be giving you an well, I say Delta Igbo or something. Okay, let me even use the Yoruba parts, right? I know Yoruba can be very stressful, but then I know we have some casts out there that when you give them that scene, they will nail it. So what I'm just saying in essence is Choma did an awesome job. Like, all thumbs up to her. And then Bimbo Adeyemo, awesome. She's very good too on her own space. She's a unique person and then an amazing person too.
That's actually awesome because in all honesty, I'm just rooting for two people for this Best Actress Award, and that's Chioma and Bimbo. First of all, Bimbo has been, she's a very funny character. First of all, I'll say she's very versatile because she's nailed so many roles. So many. If you want her to be a mad woman, if you want her to be a rich babe, if you want her to be a pauper, like she has everything. Like every character is on point. And then her performance in Annie Kulakbo, that was so on point because I mean she just got everything straight up. The fact that you could feel the emotions in the character. You could literally see everything, the decisions she has to make, even the controversial parts she has to play during acting, when she was acting in the movie. It was just on point. And then like you said about Chioma, she was awesome. I've actually respected that woman for a very long time. She's not a newbie in the industry. And I'm so happy that she's getting this recognition right now. And that her performance in Seven Doors is being acknowledged because then that was not easy. I'm just happy it's being acknowledged right now. So all the best to all the actresses. I'm sure they've all done awesome. But then I'm rooting for my two faves. So whichever of them gets the award, I'll be happy with it.
Actually, I believe they're all deserving of the award. For them to have made these nominations
to this point,
they've gotten that particular, publicity that they deserve. One person that you might be not pay so much consideration to now is this lady, Uche Montana. And trust me, Uche Montana is a very fluid actress, but I guess we don't get to see. But I'm super excited that she's getting this particular nomination. But Chioma, Holy Ghost, her performance in Seven Doors was just so real. You could feel the emotions, you could feel the interpretations, especially when her husband, the king, came out, was walking naked and she had to cover him and everything. When the whole problem started and she waited, the interpretation, she cried when she had to cry, the emotions and everything. I believe that she nailed her role in Seven Doors, and I'm looking forward to, knowing the winner. And Bimbo Ademoye too. Oh, she won last year. She won Best Actress in Comedy Role. So I am also rooting for Bimbo Ademoye, and I'm super excited that she got nominated again this year. So for the guys, who are you guys rooting for the guys?
Personally, I'm just pained that my celebrity crush is not on that list. Why is Kunle Remi not there?
I know, people have been saying
at some point. I was like,
snobbing Kunle Remi because I don't know.
You have to ask this question because literally he has acted so many major movies this year. Even last year too, he has acted so many movies that have been making the headlines, that these movies have been making money. Let's say he has been nailing these roles, but then was not
do you know the same thing last year?
Reason.
Last year, he also didn't get nominated for this Annie Kulakbo role too. Even though when Bimbo Ademoye he didn't get nominated. It was another award entirely
that he was being nominated for.
That he won. I can't remember the name of that, but for AMVCA's, not at all.
And now Bimbo is getting nominated for a second time.
Yeah,
for the same movie.
Yeah.
And then he was supposed to be the lead actor.
Why?
So I feel like it goes beyond acting in a lot of movies. I believe these people might have specific things they are looking out for. So we never can tell the criteria with which they selected these people. So don't let us be in your way. Because I believe that for people to come together to decide, I believe that they would have experts on board and they would have specific things they are looking out for. So let's hopefully maybe next year we get to see our fave.
I hope so. I hope so.
Yes.
But for this year though, I'm rooting for my Femi.
Yes, Femi from Seven Doors.
Seven Doors.
Yeah.
True. He
I'm
did
actually-
awesome.
That's
Uzo too tried.
That role
But
was
trust me,
awesome.
all the
Uzo
guys
tried.
on this list did spectacular. Like Gideon Okeke in Tokumbo. And Femi Branch in House of God. House of God is also another spectacular
He did
movie.
well.
And Femi Branch, oh Jesus,
He did well.
When you see thespians, you will know thespians.
That's true, you're right.
Femi, this guy Femi Branch also ate his role in House of God, and I'm also looking forward to Bimbo Mano, Princess on the Hill. Okay, although Princess on the Hill was actually a series, and he played this narcissistic role of a man on wheelchair and trying to like do things from behind the scenes in his company. So he also did well. Did
True.
pretty great, but let the best man win, and then we have Stan
Actually.
Nze. Let the best man win.
Yeah,
And you guys
for me, I think
also
I'm rooting
nominated
for
our
Stanzo.
fave. Achalugo, I'm going to marry you.
Uzo.
Uzo Aruke for
Uzo
best
himself.
supporting actor in the movie Suspicion. If Uzo wins this particular award,
I won't be surprised. I won't be surprised because
oh my.
the recent movie he just acted. Do you get like
But if you know, it's going to be based on their performance in that particular movie.
Like,
True,
not-
right?
not-
That's true.
not-
Actually,
But
that's
maybe
true.
his performance in Achalugo may actually,
sometimes for you to get to that point where you've been nominated, it doesn't have to do with the movies you've acted over the years.
Yeah.
One particular movie is
Yeah.
is that movie that's just
Yeah.
going to announce you and all.
Yeah, of
So I'm
course.
pretty sure that for our presidency,
Yeah.
he said something about the movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was going to get to
Right?
that. So
Okay.
apparently the SSA to the president,
Yes,
that's
said.
Tinubu, on creative economy actually made a comment hailing Omonioboli's movie, which is love in every word. I mean, the fact that SSA to the president, people were asking, so you
Could
have
say
time,
that.
you have time to watch movies when Nigeria is like this. Well, that's what,
Like why? Okay, I reserve my comment.
No, please.
Well, on
you
a-
should watch movie.
on a lighter
Watch
note,
movie,
like,
Watch
please
movie.
watch
Don't
movie.
kill yourself.
all work
Oh.
and no play makes
Make
Jack a
Jack.
dull boy. So
okay.
Apparently.
anyway, he has acknowledged this movie, Love in Every Word, and he has hailed it like 15 million views on YouTube in just a matter of less than how many weeks right now.
Wait,
Movie
yeah.
was
It's
sweet.
astounding.
True.
It's groundbreaking. I feel like
Actually.
that movie alone needs an
Yeah.
award of its own.
Yeah, that movie is a feel-good movie. If you don't want to stress yourself, if you're having a bad day and just want to watch something that will just delulu, I'm not saying that it's not possible for you to get an odogu parara.
Yeah.
But something to just make you smile like, oh God,
When?
God, please. But something just no bad vibe, no
Yeah,
action,
just
something
going there cool,
soft.
solid.
You can watch it, just relax, and just be, hey, Chalug, I'm going to marry you. Odogu, please. Like, okay, you can watch it. So I guess I saw a particular comment. Someone said she has seen the movie close to 30 times.
Voila.
Why would the movie have over 50 million views?
So, ladies, and there's something
people
I
are
really
like
want to.
watching over and over and over and over again.
So there's something when I was watching that movie, I saw, and then I'm like, how many ladies will be able to do this? How many ladies will be able to do this? You know that part where she brought a ring. You know, when she rejected his engagement, he wanted to engage her, right? She was like, marry me, and then she was like, no, I can't marry you. You have an Igbo asset. I can't go. You're not my type and all.
That's the ladies
And
that can actually do that.
And then, at that point, the guy was already getting cold feet from her already. And the day he decided not to see her at some point, I think she started missing him and all. So the day he came with the ring to engage her, she was like, I have ring, you should engage me. Do you just get what I'm trying to say? Like, she brought a ring to give to him to engage. No, she wanted to even engage him.
It was a very interesting story.
So
actually.
what do you guys think? What she did, was it right for her to give him the ring? If you were in her shoes, will you do that?
Will you propose?
Will you propose? Yes. Will you propose?
You already proposed before, actually. So I feel like that one already covers it.
So
No,
I believe that they were both on the same page. He wanted her, she wanted him. everybody wins.
And that solves it. But anyway, the movie was a great watch, actually. A lot of people just watched it and they were like smiling all through. Like they were being delusional.
And I'm pretty sure that a lot of girls will be saying, when will my own Odogu come?
It's still trending till now. We have the Odogu meme everywhere. You know,
The
people are using
meme.
it like, Achalugo, you're going to patronize me. People are using it for anything now. For business owners, Achalugo, you're going to patronize me. Different things now. So it's just beautiful to see.
True, actually.
All right, guys. So before we continue, we're going to go on a short break. So don't go anywhere. Stay with us. Welcome back, guys. So now we're leaving the movie industry and we're going into Instagram banters. Now, there's something that's been trending over this past weekend, and Victoria has all the details. What you got?
Okay. The way you said she has all the details. Okay, so over the course of the week, like last week, a particular conversation started on social media about how gospel singers charge or make, very, very huge demands before they go and minister in a particular place. And this Pastor Femi Lazarus, came and he shared his 2 cents on it, that he finds it very unbelievable.
Like they shouldn't do it,
He finds it very unbelievable when you make certain demands, like outrageous demands, because he even listed out what this particular gospel singer, he showed an invoice that he received from a particular gospel singer, and he was like, okay, this particular gift, are you not meant to use it to serve God in the first place? And people have this conversation that are you not saying that gospel singer too should not charge, should not live a good life? They're going to go to the recording studio, they're going to have to pay for this, pay for that, they'll have to pay for flights. So we have people supporting the motion that okay, they should actually get paid for what they do, if whether be it gospel or not gospel. And then this musician, Timmy Dakolo, came on to defend the gospel musicians. He said, okay, a lot of efforts goes behind, us, coming up with music, and then having to go minister at a particular place. Music is a craft itself. And then, before we knew it, Timmy Dakolo brought gun. So, like, he just came out from nowhere, and then before we knew it, he shared screenshots of a particular of invoice from Pastor Femi Lazarus's church for people who want to his Bible school, but they get to pay close to over $130,000. No,
$150.
So in naira, so it was like, okay, so if you also have charge for people to attend Bible school, why can't musicians also charge to come and minister? Is it not the same gospel that is free, you who are teaching at your Bible school? Cool. So why are you saying that musicians should not charge, and why are you charging your students who want to attend your Bible school?
Funny enough.
But I'm glad they resolved it, Sha.
Yeah, they've actually resolved it. But then, trust our Instagram people, they are still dragging this topic till today. Like,
they are ready. They are always ready to get.
Are you trying to say that gospel artists should not charge, should not take money and all that? But I know there's been this issue, like on the background, where some people say that certain gospel artists who have made it sort of charge these huge amounts when they are being asked to minister in certain churches. And then Pastor Femi Lazarus also made a comment, like some of these big gospel artists, they don't charge anything when you're going to big churches. He said they use those churches as endorsements, that those like for publicity basically, and then when they're going to smaller churches, that's when they charge big amounts. But I've also like had experiences where sometimes you want to invite a certain artist, and then they start calling these amounts like
aside the amount,
like-
you're
like,
going to
hello?
be paying for, aside the amount,
normally you have
you're going
to-
to pay for their welfare.
Actually, you
you
have
pay
to
for their
cover
tickets, you
for
pay for
them
their
coming.
flights, you're going to pay for their hotel.
That one is
That
okay.
one is
That was
normal.
understandable. You have to cover
So
the
you're not
cost.
just paying for their coming
No,
alone.
that one is covered normally.
Oh,
But
they're
then the
single.
honorarium is where the issue usually lies. When some certain ministers, gospel artists, will be calling certain amounts, and you're like, okay, it says the word of God, we are all sharing together.
So right.
So people will feel that, okay, certain people should not charge. Or is there a level? Should there be a level or an amount that gospel artists should be charging?
I'm going to say that, see, this set of people, there are people that actually went to school to study music. Yeah?
Not all of them. You
Not
can't,
all.
you can't
Then,
generalize.
no, I just said there are this set of people. I actually didn't say everybody.
Okay.
So they actually went to school to do music. And in their mind, they want to become musicians. Now, if you want to become a musician, 4 or 5 years in school max, some persons do in school, yeah? And at the end of the day, when you come out, I cannot be doing, sorry I'm coming from this angle, people, I cannot be doing charity work. Let me use that word.
Okay.
Let me use that word because, see,
I'm even see wait. I'm happy that it's Minister Faith that is saying this thing. Go on.
No, you guys, don't get me wrong. For someone that went to a musical school and studied music for 5 years, and he's
Paid school fees.
paid school fees, and then
Yeah.
he's coming out to become a professional
Yes,
singer.
yes.
Do you understand?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, in other words, he's doing that because this is more like a job for me. This is where I'm going to be getting my end
Daily
meet,
bread, yeah.
daily bread. So, I think at that point in time, this should be understanding when you want to invite me. I think maybe it should be put on their description. Do you understand? Because no, it should be placed on their description. Do you get what I'm trying to come from? That I'm a professional musician and yadi yadi yadi.
Okay, what about-
But then, if you are coming as a minister, you know you're not a full-time. We have some persons that sing, they are not, they have other side businesses. And in fact, they are even doing very well in their businesses, and they are not full-time musicians. Now, if you're calling me, you know I'm not a full-time musician. Honorarium is okay. Okay, sometimes again, if you're even inviting the set of people, it depends on relationship. Some persons will even tell you, don't worry, I'll come with my crew and cover the event. And they will pay their instrumentalists, because sometimes when they are coming, they come with the instrumentalists.
Yeah, definitely.
And before they come to your program, they have gone to the studio to rehearse. They will pay for a studio section to rehearse. So studio sections are not usually free. Buying diesel to rehearse and all. So this is actually demanding from their end too. So I won't blame them, right? Them coming from that angle. But then all I'm just gonna say that we music ministers, let's not put this as a business, right? Just okay, if you're going to a church where you know that maybe you know that, oh, this is a big place, right? Like maybe House on the Rock. I'm using House on the Rock as an example. Like maybe NSPPD, you're going for churches like that. Then you know that those churches are capable, right? There are some churches that are capable, right? Now, but when you are going to a smaller church, sorry, I don't know how to describe this. Then you know you place, I don't know, just know.
Yeah,
I think finally I'm gonna say that let the leading of God go with you.
So okay.
If yes, finally I'm going to say that
of course.
if you are being invited for a program, see, if you pray, God, what are you saying? I'm telling you the truth.
Collect money or not?
See, God go answer you. He's not a deaf man.
God says,
He's our Father. He will tell you, okay,
Cause-
this is it. Yes, He will lead you. So you won't have class at the end of the day. Like, I went to this big church and then I came back.
Like,
they
my son
didn't
collect money,
appreciate
my
me.
son
Do
don't collect
you understand?
money.
They didn't appreciate me. So if God is telling you, sometimes,
my-
like I watched a show where
Wait.
I watched a concert. Sorry, guys, where Mercy Chinwo said that she was. Is it Mercy Chinwo or Nathaniel Brasa? I can't really remember the artist. But then he said the pastor was announcing, and then he said that he even told him that he should not bother about their flight, their ticket, and everything. So now I'm pretty sure that this one came from the artist's mind. It came from the guest's mind. Do you get? Do you understand? So if you pray, it will come out that way for you.
Okay, so I'm just of the opinion that being a gospel musician and everything, a lot of things goes behind the scenes. Some people have taken it as a profession. Some people have taken it as a job. So I believe they ought to, make ends meet, because if they don't make ends meet, how do they want to promote their music? How do they want to do it? Because all of these things is money. Music promotion, studio session, everything is money. But however, when it comes to now charging, let us charge with the fear of God. This is the gospel we are speaking about. Like, this is the gospel we are speaking about. I just feel like let us charge. That my own is charge with the fear of God. That is what I have to say. I'm not saying you should not charge, but with the fear of God.
Actually.
Yeah.
If God is even leading you, as I earlier said, you've prayed and God is leading you. See, you will charge with the fear of God, just as Victoria just said. True. You won't go for bill, plenty bill.
Another angle to come from this thing is that, okay, we know there are churches with 10,000 members. We know there are churches with 500 members. There are churches with 100 members. Every church with different capacities again. So you know your capacity. It's not best to go for a gospel artist that you know that you cannot afford. Because these people, some of them are coming from far distances. They don't even stay in Lagos. Some are even abroad, so they'll have to like come into the country, and then there's a lot of things they have to do. So if you know that with the capacity you have, if you cannot afford the great and people that have been announced basically globally, it's best to just go for the ones that it's still God that's in all of them.
Use your church choir.
God is using
use your church choir. That's true. Use your church choir.
Stop stressing this. Stop stressing these gospel artists. Use your church choir. Invest in them. Pay for. I'm serious. So invest in your church choir before you start dragging people online. Invest in them. Studio sessions. Pay for it.
Pay for them. Let them start somewhere.
Somebody wants you to go and drag somebody from wherever they are. Invest in your church choir.
Funny enough, that's how Christ Embassy
started. Now invest in your church choir.
True. That's the legacy they put in place.
True, that's true.
We have churches like Koza that support their church choir. They're still doing it now. To the studio and everything.
Yes,
so you can do that with your church. You don't have to spend all the money trying to bring down
with your choir members. Those ones that you know that they are very good, right? Just they are very good. Train them. Book studio section for them. Their cheaper studio section actually. Book for them. Let them go for a 2 hours worship section. Like it builds them gradually, and then you just see that.
Yeah, from there you have an
artist in your church minister.
Program. You don't have to.
You don't have to.
Let me just save myself. Because.
But anyway, like you said, even when the gospel artist is asking for honorarium, they should pray to God.
Yes.
When the pastor wants to look for a gospel artist to invite, they should also pray to God. So that God did not lead you to a place
that they will give you billing.
If he tells you to invite
but guys, the billing, is it not the gospel?
Actually, true. It's a gospel. That's why I said pray. Let God lead you.
This issue does not have
you know what
this conversation is actually very deep, and the reason why I'm not trying to get into it is because we might not live here if you should start that conversation. If you try to analyze this whole thing, but
so our viewers can continue the conversations in their homes. So anyway, we'll leave it with you. So please, you decide. You talk to yourselves. How do you think this thing should go? And pray to God to lead you to in case you get into a situation where you have to invite a gospel artist. But anyway, this is where we'll call it a wrap on this episode of 360 Vibes. I hope you vibed with us. We hope you enjoy yourself. Until next time, guys, stay safe.
Bye.